Welcome in, everyone. You are listening to the PBC Sports Network on pbcsportsnetwork.com. I'm Evan Kroll, your play-by-play commentator for the night. Once again, as I noted yesterday, just a high school senior trying to start his break off right, as are you guys, watching some Clayton State basketball. The Lakers are coming off a loss yesterday to Clark Atlanta down the stretch. They got outscored 26-11 in that second half down the stretch to ultimately lose that game. It was hard fought. Today they're going to be taking on Tuskegee. Tuskegee took out Georgia College yesterday and took them out pretty well. They've got a bunch of dynamic guard play, a big man that can control the paint, and this is one of those things, again, Coach Vince Alexander in his first year with the team, you're going to be trying to figure out that 7 or 8 man rotation earlier in these non-conference games. You've got a great opportunity to do it here, kind of see what you have in some of these young guys. Just reported Glenn Robinson II and Brian Coffey are going to be out for this game. Brian Coffey's dealing with a foot injury. He's currently walking around with a boot on. So that looks to be I have no inside, but it appears to be a longer-term thing if you have a boot on at this point. So you're probably going to get a look at the freshman point guard Xavier Joyner, who I actually liked in spurts yesterday, made a few veteran plays, a backpedal dribble that ultimately led to a Jalen Shaw dunk. And you're going to be seeing a lot of him today. I'd expect to see a lot of Kobe Johnson also to spell them. But without any further ado, we got 10 seconds left on the clock here before the buzzer sounds, and you're going to get these starting lineups for both teams. So I'm going to go ahead and be quiet, and you can see what Tuskegee and Clayton State are going to be rolling out here to start the contest with. So you heard your starting lineups there for both sides. As noted, Tuskegee does have a Devin Booker number 2, and he pours it in just like the Phoenix Suns guard, averaging 17.5, currently leads the Golden Tigers in that category. The big takeaway for me last night and the first time that I ever saw the Lakers in action was how comfortable Ricardo Lynch looked at all 3 levels of the court. He poured in 31 points for a career high last night. He gets the starting nod today. We're going to see if he can put forth a similar effort because they're going to need it. Tuskegee can score and score in bunches. They're going to win the opening tip here. Deshaun Millington pushes it across the timeline. He's going to get a screen here. Comes off it at the top of the key. Guarded by Kobe Johnson. Swings it over. That's going to be Steve Dooley on the shot, who came up short. Kobe Johnson now has it in possession. He's going to advance it across the timeline, and Clayton State's going to get their first offensive look of the day. Wes Williams going to get a back screen for Jalen Shaw, who gets it in the post. Going to take one dribble, throw it back out to Kobe Johnson. They reset. Ricardo Sams pushing for position down low. Ricardo Lynch takes a step back. Can't connect. Steve Dooley comes down with the rebound, and Devin Booker's going to advance it. Tossing it over to Sean Millington's going to set the tempo now. Going to take the screen from Mason Green. Rhyme accidental. Screen not. Wes Williams out on the perimeter now. Back in the hands of Deshaun Millington. They're going to get a little slip here from Mason Green. Millington's going to get to that little mid-range spot, take a nice jumper. Nice job of him to ward off the defender. Take that little escape dribble. One dribble out again. Gets the easy 2 points. They're going to get it out here to Ricardo Lynch. Ricardo Sams, the big story of last night, currently leads the team in scoring. Scott, he's going to throw it out to Wes Williams, who mishandles the ball. Gets it over to Ricardo Lynch. 5 on the shot clock now. Going to take a long 2-pointer, and he makes it. Ricardo Lynch with a defender draped all over him. Stuck it in his face. 2-all. I think it's important that we see Lynch do more of that. He's so clearly a advanced perimeter player, has a very versatile offensive skill set. Wasn't able to get a rhythm yesterday. Led the team in scoring coming into action against Clark Atlanta. No longer is leading the team, but has done a lot of good on the outside this year. And you can see right there why. He's got all the tools at 6'5", long arms, can shoot over the top of anyone, and can put the ball on the deck. Jalen Shaw gets it here off the inbound. He's going to go up, and he is going to take the contact, draw the free throw. Jalen Shaw, the St. Bonaventure transfer, former Division I athlete. Now here, leading the team in almost all major statistical categories. Entering action with second in the conference in steals, third in field goal percentage. Hits his first free throw here. He was 4 for 9 from the stripe yesterday in the loss. And he splits a pair again. Ricardo Sams tries to fight for position. Ball's going to stay here with Clayton State, so the extra effort earns them a possession. Kobe Johnson's going to throw it over top. They're going to get it out to Sams at the top of the key. Kobe Johnson takes the back screen. It's going to be stolen by Devin Booker, who is going to be whistled. There's a foul before Booker got on the break. Kobe Johnson grabbed hold of the jersey there to stop him from advancing the ball across the timeline. Devin Booker's going to inbound to here. Ricardo Lynch on him. They're just going to throw it to Deshaun Millington, who gets it on the wing to Devin Booker. He's going to signal some motion here. Gets it to Mason Green in the corner. They're going to get it out. Quick ball moving around. Devin Booker's going to launch a three in Kobe Johnson's face. Comes up short, corralled by Ricardo Lynch. He's going to look to advance it. Kicks it across half to Wes Williams, who snaps a quick pass to Ricardo Sams. Drives inside, gets up, tough 2-pointers for Ricardo Sams, who finishes where he started, who starts off where he finished yesterday, rather. Tough layup in the face of his defender. It was a career-high 31-point effort for the team-leading scorer. Deshaun Millington with a strong drive in there, fouled by Shaw. He's going to go to the line for 2 shots. He hits the first free throw from the line. We got Jordan Walker, who's going to check into the game for the Lakers for Jalen Shaw. So just 3 short minutes for Shaw before exiting the contest. So Millington hits them both from the stripe. It's going to be 5-4 now. Kobe Johnson with it, swings it over to Ricardo Sams. Clayton State did a great job of breaking this full-court man press yesterday against Clark Atlanta. Kobe Johnson's got a defender all on his face, trying to create separation. Can't get the screen from Jordan Walker. Deshaun Millington is up in his face, getting after it. Ball was tipped away there. Johnson gets it back. 9 on the shot clock. Wes Williams is going to launch a 3 and hits a 3. Wes Williams with the bailout right there. Deshaun Millington was smothering Kobe Johnson. Wes Williams gets it, launches it, no hesitation. Bottom of the net right there. Wes Williams hit 2 threes on back-to-back possessions yesterday against Clark Atlanta. So clearly a shooter, 6'9", forward from Columbus, Ohio. From St. Leo. Devin Booker going to take a nice little floater in the lane right there. Gets to his spot. That was the thing that stood out to me yesterday when watching Booker against Georgia Colleges. He gets to his spots and really plays at his tempo. He can score at all 3 levels. Doesn't let his defender rush him. Just gets to his spots and does what he has to do. Ricardo Lynch is going to swing it over here to Johnson, who can't take the ball. Almost goes out of bounds. Going to get it back to Ricardo Sams. A lot of movement here from Clayton State horizontally, but they're not actually advancing it towards the basket. 5 on the shot clock. Johnson takes a nice little spin move, wards off the defender. That's going to be a charge. So Deshaun Millington is playing smothering defense here to start the first half. Jalen Shaw checks back in, but it is going to be a timeout now. And while we're here, fans, I would like to encourage you to go to ClaytonStateSports.com for all the latest scores, schedules, and roster information. Your only source for Clayton State athletics on the World Wide Web. That's ClaytonStateSports.com. Also important to note that the Clayton State women's basketball team makes its home debut on Tuesday, November 23rd. That is just in 3 short days. The Lakers are going to face off against Carson Newman for a 5:30 p.m. tip-off. Make sure to either tune in to PBCSportsNetwork.com to watch it, or come out to Clayton State in the Laker Fieldhouse to get a look at the Lady Lakers in action. So, just about 4 minutes into the contest, Clayton State out to an early 8-6 lead. And credit to Tuskegee came out with a game plan on the defensive end, and it's really working. Clayton State's having a really hard time finding quality possessions on offense because Tuskegee is all in their face, and a lot of that credit goes to Deshaun Millington. So Tuskegee's going to come up here. Deshaun Millington with the ball. Gets trapped at half court. That's 2 men right there. Jordan Walker comes up with the ball. Tosses it ahead to Ricardo Sams, who finds Jalen Shaw. Jalen Shaw is going to Euro step into the lane. Fight to the basket, and that's 2 points the hard way. Jalen Shaw, through all sorts of contact, gets the bucket. Extends this lead to 4 points now. Tuskegee's going to try to find a response here. Going to get it out to Devin Booker, who kicks it quickly back to Millington. Sam's on the perimeter now. They're looking for the post-up for Mason Green. He's going to turn around, take a nice little 17-footer, and he cans it. Mason Green, nice face-up right there. That's something that the people have noted in the broadcast leading up to it, is how well Mason Green's face-up game is, how he can turn, make a really quick jab step, or rise up for a J. Ricardo Sams takes the screen, dumps it off. Jalen Shaw goes up, tries to lay it down with authority. Is fouled on the play. He's going to go back to the stripe for 2. Steve Dooley was the last line of defense there, who ended up fouling Shaw. Shaw sinks the first one. And he cans the second one. So a nice 2-for-2 trip there from the line from Jalen Shaw. Tuskegee's going to try to get it across half here, guarded tightly by Jordan Walker. Ricardo Sams on Devin Booker now. Sams did a lot of good work on the perimeter last night against Chris Martin for Clark Atlanta, who almost had a triple-double with 24, 11, and 8. Devin Booker gets in the lane, but he traveled. That's going to be Clayton State basketball. Jordan Curtis comes in the game at guard now for Clayton State. They're going to get it here to Wes Williams. Wes Williams is going to launch a three. Cans it again, Wes Williams. 2 threes now on the contest for the 6'9" forward. Such good length and touch on that shot there. And he's 2 for 2 from behind the arc right now. He's out on the perimeter here on Steve Dooley. Devin Booker's going to try to get to the baseline. Goes up through contact, can't get it. Wes Williams soars through the air for the rebound. Gets it out here. Jordan Curtis is going to push the tempo. Kicks it to the corner. Inside to Shaw. Outside to Wes Williams. If not twice, 3 times it's just as good. Mean mugs his bench. Wes Williams 3 for 3 here to start the contest. Got Clayton State up double figures in the first half. Deshaun Millington's going to kick it to the corner. Steve Dooley launches a 3 and answers. Steve Dooley right back at you. So some good shooting early on to start this, led by Wes Williams, who has 9 of the 18 points for Clayton State. Going to get to Ricardo Sams up high. Jordan Curtis is going to kick to Ricardo Sams. Euro steps through traffic, gets around Mason Green, can't finish the layup. Sean Millington with the ball. He's got Jalen Shaw on him. Devin Booker kicks it out to Steve Dooley on a little pin down. Steve Dooley launches a 3 back-to-back. As Steve Dooley's talking, letting him know he's hit 3s on back-to-back possessions. Jordan Curtis takes the screen. Backpedals poked away by Mason Green. They're going to throw it out here to Ricardo Sams. Looking for it, Jalen Shaw post up on Mason Green. Shaw's going to face up. He's going to launch. He makes it. So Green and Shaw have both canned little face-up jumpers from like the 15 to 17-foot area on each other. Someone's going to have to give here on defense. They're going to try to get a Mason Green screen on Curtis. Curtis gets around the screen, and it looks like Green traveled. Now we got Xavier Joyner checking into the game for Clayton State. Freshman guard. Did a lot of good things yesterday. We noted at the top of the broadcast. He sees his first action today, and we got an entire new 5 here for Tuskegee. Tuskegee, rather. Still working on it, guys. Bear with me. Curtis has it. He's guarded by Roy Jones the second. Roy Jones with some good defense, and that ball is tipped and stolen. Nice job there by Heradio Carr to force the turnover. It's going to go to break right now. Clayton State up 20-13 with 12 minutes approximately left in the first half. So some swarming defense at half court by Tuskegee is what's keeping them in this game right now. They forced some turnovers, gotten out on the break, and pushed the tempo off rebounds. But overall, just the three-point shooting of Clayton State has proven too much, specifically from Wes Williams, who has that long, feathery 6'9" wingspan. Just kind of really confidently gets the ball on the top of the perimeter and can't jump shot. He's got 5 threes here in this doubleheader now. 2 yesterday against Clark Atlanta, and now 3 today. He is your leading scorer in the game. Jalen Shaw has 7 right now. So they're going to come back out of the timeout now. It's going to be Roy Jones the second with the ball, or the third rather, my apologies. Mike Evans has it, comes off the screen, tries to find something, ducks inside, lays it off the glass. Nice play there by Mike Evans to kiss it off smoothly while fading away. Jordan Curtis makes that sharp behind the back move, gets it between his legs again. Just kind of backing him down here, trying to set something up, and it's poked away by Roy Jones III, who's playing it very tough. And that pass is stolen. That's Martez Jones. Show me what you got. He is fouled by Jalen Shaw, who thought he had to chase down block. Martez Jones gets rewarded for challenging him at the rim. Went up there trying to throw it down. Gets 2 free throws to show for it. We're going to get Austin Haddon in for the Clayton State Lakers now after this free throw. Jones cans the first. Hayden's going to come in now for Jordan Curtis. Head coach Vince Alexander is going to talk to his freshman point guard Xavier Joyner. And Ricardo Lynch is going to enter the contest now. He's going in for Jalen Shaw. Jones can't make the second one. Lynch gets the rebound. Throws it over Austin Haddon. He's got the ball. Throws it between his legs. Tries to get a screen from Sands, but can't. Spins off contact, goes all the way in, throws it out. Jordan Walker takes one dribble, passes out to Lynch. Lynch fires a 3. Bang! Ricardo Lynch, good from downtown. Clayton State is 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. Again, that's what I'm talking about. Ricardo Lynch is so natural, so talented as a scorer. Can really do a lot of damage. He's at 5 now. Roy Jones III with the ball. Gets it out to Mike Evans. Mike Evans goes all the way and can't get it. Tapped around. Tapped around a lot. Roy Jones fakes the 3. Goes all the way in. Jordan Walker says no. Get that out of here. Austin Haddon's going to come up now. Pushing the tempo. Ricardo Lynch's got the ball. He's going to get the call from Vince Alexander. Vince Alexander all the way up at half court giving him the call. Austin Haddon in. Going to make a move. Duck inside. Shields it away. Puts it up. 2 points. Good. Such a veteran play there by Austin Haddon. Kind of keep going between the legs, keeping the ball low so the defender can't poke it away. And that's weight room right there. Picking it up off the floor, going up. Shooting it across the body. Laying it in for an easy deuce. We got Rico Howman here with the ball. He's going to take a double screen. Go all the way in. He's got a wide open path. And it's set away. Ricardo Lynch says no. It's taken by Heredio Carr. And that's going to be put back in. Haddon's going to push the tempo again. And they're going to put it in his hands again, see what he can do. He's going to try to take Jones off, Jones third off the bounce. Can't do it, gets sent him back. Roy Jones third with some nice defense. Taken away by Xavier Joyner. Gives him an extra possession. Austin Haddon's got it. Nice little man-range jumper. Oh, why didn't you say so? That looked money right there. Austin Haddon for 2, up to 4 now in the game. Taken away by Xavier Joyner. Back-to-back steals. Going to go all the way in. Gets it away. Puts it up. And he's fouled on the play. Xavier Joyner with some impact minutes here early. Steals on back-to-back possessions. Giving Clayton State some needed points. Mike Evans picks up the foul. Joyner's going to head to the stripe for his first chance there today. Xavier Womack's going to check into the game now for Clayton State. Goes in favor of Jordan Walker. Didn't see Womack yesterday. It's going to be his first action again. Vince Alexander just trying to find the right lineups at this point. Figure out what works, what doesn't early in the year. This is only the fourth game of the year, 5th game rather. Joyner can't connect on the second, so goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. Still a double-figure lead for Clayton State. Heredio Carr couldn't handle it, got it back. Gives it to Steve Julie. Back to Devin Booker. Now you got Deshaun Millington working on him. Sends it off. Nice pass there. Martez Jones with the easy layup. Deshaun Millington drew the attention of 2 defenders. And that, Matt, tells you there's one guy open. Ricardo Santos got it here. Jab steps. Cuts inside. throws him in the post, kicks it out. Austin Haddon launches a three. Can't connect. First three-pointer miss of the day for Clayton State. And now Deshaun Millington's going to push the tempo. Easy little floater in the lane. Again, if your hips are square and you're backpedaling, if we're even, we're leaving. I told you yesterday. Xavier Joyner's got it, swings it across. Ricardo Alexander's got it at the top of the key. Going to give it back to Xavier Joyner. Ricardo Sampson's got it. Xavier Joyner's going to launch a three, and he can't connect. So back-to-back possessions, back-to-back early clock threes that resulted in bad misses for Clayton State. Deshaun Millington kicks it out. Heridio Carr with it. Now Devin Booker's one-on-one at the top. They're going to send Martez Jones on a screen. Now Austin Hayden's going to guard him. He kicks it out. Steve Dooley ruled out of bounds. Going to be a timeout now for Clayton State. Or immediate timeout, rather. So the men's basketball team will return home on December 7th for a 7:30 p.m. matchup against Valdosta State. That's the next time you can see me, December 7th. I know you guys love hanging out with me, as I do you. Hope everyone's Saturday is going great. Hope you watched some college football, had fun. I spent my morning coaching a youth basketball team, so you know I'm living the dream. And if you can't get enough basketball, the Lakers are on the road on Tuesday at West Georgia. Tip-off set for 7:30. Head on over to West Georgia, maybe catch some action. You can find their broadcast online, I'm sure. Although I don't know if it's going to be anything that you can get at pbcsportsnetwork.com. Try to remain humble, though. Make sure to follow Clayton State Athletics on Twitter and Facebook at CSU Lakers. That's Lakers. And on Instagram at CSU_Lakers. Again, that's Lakers. So a 6-point lead here with 7:44 left to go in the first half of play for Clayton State. Doing a lot of good. Again, Tuskegee is a solid program that put on a clinic yesterday against Georgia College. So kind of a surprising start here. Again, Brian Coffey, your lead guard, is out with a foot injury. No timetable yet set on that. And also Glenn Robinson II, who played some key minutes for them yesterday. So you got two contributors out, and yet you're still able to come out to that 6-point lead. They're going to roll with Austin Haddon, Ricardo Lynch, Xavier Womack, Xavier Joyner, and Ricardo Sam. So 2 Ricardos and 2 Xaviers on the floor. Ricardo Lynch has got it. Can't come up with it on the little hook shot. Got it again. A lot of contact. Can't get it again. Xavier Womack's fouled underneath. Ton of contact there. Clayton State eventually comes away with free throw. Strong effort there on the offensive glass. I think the tallest player on the court right now is the 6'5" Ricardo Lynch. So a little undersized lineup here, but a lot of speed, a lot of versatility on the offensive end. Womack gets the friendly roll and hits the first one. And a perfect trip at the line for Xavier Womack. So he gets his first 2 points of the doubleheader and of the game. Devin Booker's got it. Guarded by Austin Haddon. Austin Haddon picks up the foul. Didn't slide his feet enough there. Just kind of Devin Booker used his body, got on the sideline, picked up the foul. And now Kobe Johnson's going to check in the game for Austin Haddon, who gave them some valuable minutes there. Again, that's the thing. How are you going to use players to bridge your starting guards into the second half, into the later quarters, which is something that's so important. Again, bench play for Vince Alexander is going to truly define whether or not they have a chance to push for a conference title. How do you bridge your starting lineup? How does your 5 differ from when you go from your starters to your bench? That's the mark of truly great teams. Speaking of truly great plays, Mason Smith with a big-time move there. Mason Green with a big-time move. Devereaux Davis checks in the game. Xavier Joyner pushes it, gets to his little mid-range spot, can't hit it. Ball corralled by Deshaun Millington. He's going to push it in tempo here. Gets all the way to the rack. Picks up the foul. Nice play there by Sean Millington. So in control of the tempo and the game. Just sees that Clayton State isn't setting it up on defense. Just kind of softly backpedaling, and if you're doing that, I'm going to attack you every time. So he hits the first one, and after about 45 seconds, Austin Haddon's going to check back in and for Kobe Johnson. So a short trip to the bench for Austin Haddon, just enough to, catch his breath and get a sip of Gatorade before he goes back in. Millington can't hit the second. So Haddon's going to get it here, fresh off the bench. Throws it over to Sams. They're going to set a little pin down. Looking for Xavier Womack. Now they got him. Tosses it over to Austin Haddon. Swings it around. Ricardo Lynch got it top of the key with Mason Green on him. Ricardo Lynch sizes him up. Takes a three. Hits the three. Ricardo Lynch sizes it up. Said, if I got the big guy on me out here, well, simple math will tell you he's 5 inches taller than me. That also means he's not as coordinated and fast as me. 8 points now for Lynch. 2 threes on the contest. Helps on the pick and roll here. Austin had him back in it, but Sean Millington gets into his chest. Nice play there to create some space. Can't finish it. So Xavier Womack's got it. Going to push it. Hands it off to Haddon. Haddon's going to get it to Lynch. Got Mason Green on him. Alexander's telling him to spread the floor. He wants Lynch in the one-on-one. Lynch is going to size him up. Gets to the rack. Really easy. And one. Ricardo Lynch. The big guy can't guard me. 10 points now in double figures. And Ricardo Lynch is cooking. 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Just again, watch Lynch, such a seasoned player. Just doesn't let anything get him off a spot. They're going to take Mason Green off now after the foul. Got to counteract that. That's twice now that he's cooked him for easy baskets. Lynch hits the free throw to convert the three-point play. Lakers up 13, so while the lead may seem sizable, keep in mind that they blew a big lead yesterday, so it's important to keep the foot on the gas here. And they swat a ball out of bounds here. Xavier Womack came over, chased him down. Rico Howman thought he had an easy two, and Womack said, no, you don't. As Steve Dooley works all the way in, sent out again. Ricardo Sams protecting the basket. They're going to push it. Xavier Joyner in transition. Makes a little move. He's got Steve Dooley on him. They're going to hand it off. Austin Haddon's got it. He's going to try to work on Dooley. Nothing doing. Dooley with some great perimeter defense. Hands it off. Ricardo Lynch. Back-to-back possession. Step back. Kicks it out. Xavier Joyner with 7 on the clock. Tries to create some separation. Fade away. Can't hit it. Steve Dooley's got a great possession there by Dooley on that play. Thwarted all the attempts to attack the basket. Cut him off. Really moved his hips well. Moved his feet. And forced Joyner into a bad shot. Devin Booker's got it. He's being guarded by Joyner. He's going to launch a three. Can't get it. Ricardo Sam skies through and gets the rebound. He's going to push it himself. Gets the call from Alexander, and that's going to call a timeout. Wes Williams, the hot shooting forward, who's 3 threes in the game, is going to check back in after they think it over. Clayton State Athletics would like to thank all of their community partners. So bear with me, we got a long list here. Bojangles, BSN Sports, Cambridge Computers, Carrabba's, Clayton County Access Television, Truett's Grill, Chick-fil-A, Drury Inn and Suites, Fulton and Kozak, the Georgia Army National Guard, and Priority Laboratories. Georgia's Own Credit Union, Heritage Bank, I Think Financial, Match 3 Technology, Nike, Ortho Atlanta, PepsiCo, Rocky's Cafe and Pizza, Ticket Smarter, and Waffle House. Thank you so much for supporting Laker Nation. 13-point edge for Clayton State here in the first half. Behind the high-scoring action of Ricardo Lynch, sorry, name escaped me, and Wes Williams. Clayton State's currently shooting 66% from the floor and behind the arc, and 75% from the line, so really efficient day. Whereas Tuskegee is shooting 33% from behind the arc. Lynch inbounds here to Austin Haddon. Haddon's got it. He's defended by Roy Jones III. Jones has been so good on defense today. Gonna try. Oh, Haddon breaks him down. Gets to his mid-range, tosses it off. Ricardo Lynch has got it with 10 seconds in the post. Escape dribbles out. Haddon's got 5 seconds to make something work. Crossover, behind the back. Can't get it. Spin move. Tough shot. Bang. Austin Haddon. Says, good defense. Let me show you some better offense. So Austin Haddon with 6 points now. He hedges the screen. Roy Jones III trying to break him down. Can't. Devin Booker gets to the rack. Guarded by Ricardo Sams. Looks like he got a piece of that. Stolen away now. Great play by Rico Howman, who goes all the way. Draws the foul by Wes Williams. Really alert play there by Rico Howman. So the ball handler wasn't looking. I'm just going to go pick that off. Go in for the easy layup. Get fouled. It's going to be another timeout on the floor. And I'm all out of ad reads, so we can just hang out here, talk to each other. 15-point lead now for Clayton State. The Lakers have really come out refocused today. And being completely honest, Tuskegee, I saw them play yesterday against Georgia College, and I thought there was a chance that this would be another big win for Tuskegee just because of the pace they play with, how hard their guards play. And we've seen glimpses of that today, but Clayton State has really responded and taken charge. That's why they're out to the 15-point lead. Again, so Coach Vince Alexander has really found something that he's liked here. You've seen some new faces, Xavier Womack, Austin Haddon, Wes Williams has gotten some extended run. Putting the ball in Ricardo Lynch's hand a little bit more. Ricardo Sams obviously has a big part of this offense. So a lot of good things, a lot of good takeaways here. Just trying to build that 7-8-man playoff rotation for conference play. So Rico Howman's going to reap the fruits of his labor here and get 2 free throws. Hits the first. Can't get the second. Tuskegee doing a lot of splitting from the line today, making the first, missing the second. Small little game trends that I find funny. Clayton State's got Dominic Harvey in the game for the first time. Ricardo Sams got it at the top of the key, coming off a 31-point night. Kicks it over to Austin Haddon. Haddon takes double screen right there. Gets to his mid-range shot, but that's blocked by Martez Jones. Gets it out here. That's Mike Evans. Mike Evans goes all the way in for 2. Nice play there out on the break. Cheerleaders look out. Got a man soaring through the air. Austin Haddon takes another screen. Gets to the mid-range. Holding the ball. It's taken away. So Tuskegee making a little defensive run here. Trying to turn defense into offense. Mike Evans going to reset. Gets it out to Deshaun Millington. Millington's got it. Going to look at Martez Jones on the back screen. Steve Dooley goes flying. Bodies everywhere. Mike Evans gets to his mid-range spot. Pulls up. Can't hit it. Xavier Womack's got the rebound. Going to get it out to Austin Haddon. Haddon's got it. He looks to be the replacement so far for Brian Coffey. Xavier Womack hands it off to Ricardo Lynch, who's going to try to get to the basket again. Taken away. Rico Howland's going to push. Passes it over to Sean Millington. Sent away. That's Dominic Harvey on the block. Big boy blocking in transition. Xavier Womack's going to slow the tempo down. Austin Haddon's got a huge block there by Dominic Harvey, soaring through the air. I think he touched the top of the square there to send it away. So Austin Haddon's got it here at the top. Defended by Rico Howman. Ricardo Lynch gets the screen. Tries to throw it inside. Well covered. Ricardo Sams puts it between his legs. Spins back. Gets up. Tough shot. Can't get it. Dominic Harvey goes up. Can't get the putback. And it's secured by Martez Jones. So a good defensive sequence here by Tuskegee to close out the first half. 1:31 left. Devin Booker set to check in. Millington gets all the way inside. Sent away. Ricardo Sam says, no, 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 not today. So Devin Booker goes in favor of Mike Evans. Rico Howman goes all the way in, ducks in uncovered for the layup. Caught the Lakers sleeping. Really nice play there. So back to a 10-point game. Ricardo Lynch got it, swings it over. Xavier Womack's in the post, goes up. They say it's touched by a Tuskegee defender. So it's going to stay here. Austin Haddon's going to pass it in. But Jalen Shaw checks back on the game. He's going to go in favor of Xavier Womack. So Shaw gets back in. In 7 minutes, he's put up 7 points, 2 boards. Dominic Harvey gets it here. Swings it inside. They go Shaw on the first play, and he gets fouled. Martez Jones fouls the big Shaw. Shaw stands at a massive 6'10", which is even bigger when you stand next to him in person, I can assure you. He's going back to the stripe. It's 3 for 4 from here today. Hits the first. So 4 for 5 here for Shaw, who is shooting less than 50% to end of the day. Can't hit the second. Subject to the announcer jinx. I did it to him yesterday, and I apologize to him. I did it to him today. I'll have to work on that as we go on. Dominic Harvey was defending the ball. Now Ricardo Sams has it. Sean Millington with the ball. Quick crossover back inside. And they're going to call an offensive foul here. They say he pushed off as he was making his move. Xavier Womack back in the game for Shaw, so Shaw just in for about 15 seconds. .42 seconds left here, 25 on the game clock. Dribble handoff to Ricardo Lynch, swings it over Dominic Harvey. They're looking for Ricardo Sams on the cut. They're going to call a travel here, I believe. Maybe something else. Play was standing in my path. Such is the life. But no matter what, Tuskegee's got it going the other way. About 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. So they could hold for the final shot if they wanted to. Millington's going to try to get to work here. They're going to toss it inside. Martez Jones lowers his shoulder, goes to the chest of Dominic Harvey, and says, get big. 10 seconds left now on the game clock. Austin Haddon's going to have to push the tempo if they want to get a good shot. Puts it behind his legs, tosses out. Ricardo Lynch with 2 seconds left, launches a three. Cannot connect. At the end in one is 39. Clayton State 30. Tuskegee. So I will see all of you back here in about 20 minutes. Welcome back in, Laker Nation. We are just about 1 minute away from the second half getting underway. Clayton State is up 39-30 over Tuskegee. And it's really been the red-hot shooting for Clayton State that's kept them afloat. They've been forced into some tough shots by the suffocating Tuskegee defense, but time and time again, they've been able to can deep threes, long twos, get to the basket, and convert over taller defenders. And again, these type of games, you're off a back-to-back, coming off a hard loss against Clark Atlanta. What are you going to do? How are you going to respond after a tough loss? That's really what it's all about finding out. You're 1-3 right now, trying to get to 2-3, and have a chance to get to 500 if you get a win here on Tuesday against West Georgia. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's start off with this second half. Very important second half upcoming. They were outscored 26-11 in the second half last night against Clark Atlanta, which ultimately resulted in a loss. So it's important to keep the foot on the gas, important to finish out the game how you started it. And they are about to take the court. Looks like it's going to be Clayton State basketball to start the second half. And you're going to get Austin Haddon, Ricardo Sams, Wes Williams, Jalen Shaw, and Ricardo Lynch in the game. It appears Austin Haddon is going to assume the majority of the minutes that Brian Coffey has left in his absence with his foot injury tonight. So Haddon has it here. Kicks it inside. Sams gets it at the high post. Going to make a move, and that's going to be almost taken away. Sams tucks inside. Austin Haddon has a good look at a layup, but can't convert. So Millington's going to come across the timeline. Looks to start something here. Steve Dooley's going to look at Mason Green inside. A lot of battling going on between him and Shaw. No call. Devin Booker's got it. Going to try to get a screen on Mason Green. Devin Booker, sweet crossover into the lane. Goes in for two. Devin Booker with a nice move to open us in the scoring with the second half. Austin Haddon's got it now. They're going to try to run something for Ricardo Lynch. Quick handoff. Ball's up in the air. Ricardo Lynch has it. Going to kick it down to Ricardo Sams, high post. Surveys his defender. Jab step, pump fake. One dribble. Gets it to Wes Williams. Mishandles the ball. Kicks it over. Sams, hard dribble. Up. Mason Green fouled him. Sams is going to be rewarded for the effort here. Went up strong, and it's going to get the free throws for it. Sams off the 31-point night. Has only taken 3 shots today. Just hasn't been his game. Has 2 points with 2 free throws upcoming. Has played 20 minutes. Nails the first. And gets the second. So a perfect trip to the line for Ricardo Sams. Has the Lakers up 9. Jalen Shaw's last line of defense there cuts Mason Green off, so now Tuskegee is going to have to be forced to run a half-court set. Devin Booker gets a nice little pin down, comes open for the 3, fires, launches, can't hit it, hits front of the rim. Ricardo Sams saves it. Devin Booker gets back, drives hole. Nice move there to create some space, but it's going to be Clayton State basketball. Fell harmlessly away from the play. And Austin Haddon's got it now. Haddon's put in some good minutes tonight. He's got 4 points and 2 rebounds. Ricardo Lynch has it. Gonna kick it over. Gets the back shooting from Shaw. Shaw's now got it. Gonna hand it off to Haddon. Haddon tries to come off the screen and fire, but can't. Ricardo Sams has it in the corner. Kicks it inside. Shaw on Green. Shaw, little spin move. Turns baseline. Kicks it out to the corner. Gets it back up. Wes Williams, is it good? No, it cannot. With 1 second on the shot clock. Austin Haddon goes up. Oh, over the back, fell on Austin Haddon. Threw his defender out of the way to get the rebound. So it's going to be on Haddon going the other way. Tuskegee with the ball. Wes Williams missed his first 3 of the day right there. Previously it was 3 for 3 with 9 points. Williams averaging 7.5 between the 2 games of this doubleheader. Has 5 made threes. and is 83% behind the three-point line this weekend. So really good stuff here from the 6'9" forward. Also put together some good defensive efforts, which is ultimately what's going to keep you on the floor in these close contests. Millington's got it here, making a few moves on Haddon to advance it across. Devin Booker's got it, going to throw it back to Millington. Booker cuts around, nothing doing. Millington gets it to the corner. And that is going to be a wild shot, cannot be corralled. Devereaux Davis tried to get off a quick runner, but it was just a few inches off, rolled off the rim. But it's going to stay Tuskegee ball. Rico Howman's in the game now. Goes in for Devereaux Davis. Millington tries to get the screen, can't, gives it to Mason Green, who takes a nice little mid-range and hits it. Mason Green off the inbound. Doesn't even take a dribble. Says, I got it, rises, fires, hits. Haddon advances it quickly. Ricardo Lynch is wide open. How about that for a retaliation? Ricardo Lynch from downtown. Ricardo Lynch with 14 now, 3 3-pointers on the night. Great jumper there, just nice, easy, smooth, rises up. Hand release good, ball rotation perfect. Hits the net even better. Wes Williams helps on the screen there. Contact but no foul. Austin Haddon's got the defense on Millington. Mason Green's going to set the screen. Millington takes it, rises, can't get it. Jalen Shaw corrals the rebound. Austin Haddon's going to push it, gets it to Lynch. Lynch has got it, he's going to throw it to Shaw. Pinned down for Austin Haddon. Jalen Shaw sets the screen. They're going to kick it to the corner. Ricardo Sams gets a three. Cannot hit it. Wes Williams sips it out, though. It's good. Ricardo Lynch from downtown. Why not let it fly? Ricardo Lynch for three. 4 threes on the night. 17 points for the second leading scorer on the team. Millington takes the screen, comes off it. Lynch gets his hands up, can't find the ball, gets back to it. They're going to say that he went up and down. It's going to be a travel on Devin Booker, and it's going the other way. Tuskegee gets almost a brand new lineup in there. Austin Haddon stays in the game. He's got it here. He's working on Roy Jones III. Shaw's going to set a pick for Lynch. He slips it. Austin Haddon's in the corner. Shaw's going to set another one. He's going to toss it into Shaw. Goes up, dunks it. Jalen Shaw with authority. Slams it down. Just everything was going nice, smooth, patient, calm. Nothing to scream about, nothing to scream about. Boom, right there. Shaw throws it down over top. Brings the hammer down. They're going to get him called for a foul here. Going up. Jalen Shaw now in double figures. 10 points. 2 boards for the big man from St. Bonaventure. And we got a timeout here on the floor. We're going to just run through the sponsors again, just to underscore how important they are to the Clayton State Athletics family. So, on behalf of Clayton State Athletics, I would like to thank Bojangles, BSN Sports, Cambridge Computers, Carrabba's, Clayton County Access Television, Truett's Grill, Chick-fil-A, Drury Inn and Suites, Fulton & Kozak, the Georgia Army National Guard, and Priority Laboratories, Georgia Zone Credit Union, Heritage Bank, I Think Financial, Natch Food Technology, Nike, Ortho Atlanta, PepsiCo, Rocky's Cafe and Pizza, Ticketsmarter, and Waffle House for their continued support of the Clayton State family. Boy, that's a mouthful. 15:42 left to go in the second half. Clayton State's up 15. Again, just a reminder, I know it's terrible to bring up, but again, Clark Atlanta mounted a comeback in similar circumstances yesterday, so you got to keep pounding, you got to keep going away, you got to keep doing what's working, and what's working right now is Ricardo Lynch, the leading scorer in the contest, 17 points, 6 for 9 from the field, 4 for 5 from downtown, 4 boards to add to it with 2 blocks. In 18 minutes, he's been efficient, and he's been good. Clayton State really hasn't had to work hard to find quality shots, which is ultimately what this game's going to come down to. They have had to work less hard than Tuskegee has. Tuskegee, rather. Rico Hellman at the line now for 2 shots. Hits the first. And gets the second. Xavier Womack in the game, as is Kobe Johnson, who has the ball. They're going to get it to Ricardo Sams. Sams has been a mainstay in the lineup tonight, has 24 minutes, which leads all of Clayton State and all of Tuskegee. So Sam's been on the floor the most tonight. I actually believe he's been on the floor the entire contest now that I think about it. So impressive there, becoming a mainstay in this Vince Alexander rotation. That's Roy Jones III working on Kobe Johnson. Gets all the way to the rack and lays it in. Roy Jones hits the deck, but not before he hits the shot. 2 points there. Cuts the lead to 11. Kobe Johnson advances it across. Goes behind his back. Gets it to Ricardo Lynch. Roy Jones III is all up in his grill. He's going to swing it over to Xavier Womack. They're going to hand it off here. Ricardo Lynch, leading scorer in the game. Takes the screen from Ricardo Sams. Going to spin back inside. Step back. Blocked by Roy Jones III. They say Mike Evans swings it inside. Rico Hellman, quick pass back to Mike Evans. Great pass, Rico Hellman. Fantastic suck there on the break, working the 2-on-1. That's exactly how they drill it. They go 3-on-2, 2-on-1 in practice, just swinging it back and forth. No dribbles, keep going at 3-man weave style. Converts with the easy layup. Xavier Womack here has the ball. Crossover inside the lane. Gets bumped. Takes the contact. Block and foul. It's going to be 2 free throws now for Xavier Womack, who took some well-earned contact and set it to the line. Womack hits the first free throw to put this lead back at double figures now. He cannot hit the second. So Womack is 3 points, 3 for 4 from the foul line with that. Ricardo Sams guarding Roy Jones III. Jones III going to duck inside. Makes a nice little move, can't find anything. Gets it to Rico Hellman. Rico Hellman ducks, passes it inside. Martez Jones goes up, can't get the layup. Gets it again, goes up. Martez Jones puts it home. Nice second effort there to stay with it off the tip drill. Kobe Johnson's going to push it here. Now goes into the offensive set. Ricardo Sams gets it. Roy Jones III comes away with the steal. Working on Johnson, flies in the air. 2 points, 6-point game now. Kobe Johnson throws it over. Xavier Womack is going to call a timeout. 6-point game, this is what we talked about. You can't let momentum get in the way of Tuskegee. You got to keep it on your side. And this is what we talked about last night, too. Again, these are the moments where it defines you. Basketball's a game of runs. Tuskegee was bound to go on a run. They did want to start the second half. How are you going to respond? You're going to crumple and let them come back and push forward, or are you going to stick with it, make sure that they can't cut this lead even more? The most remarkable part about this Tuskegee comeback is that they're still not shooting particularly well. If you look at it from face value, they're going 46% from the field, 20% from behind the arc, 70% at the foul line, while Clayton State's 53% from the field, 58% from behind the arc, 73% from the line. So all across the board, you would think that Clayton State would have a huge advantage in this game, yet the lead is only 6. It's credit to this Tuskegee coaching staff and the work they put in. Again, they blew out Georgia College yesterday in their first game of the doubleheader. Georgia College handled Clark Atlanta this morning who defeated Clayton State last night in a high-scoring affair. In the last 2 minutes, Tuskegee has gone on a 10-1 run. Ricardo Sams has it inbounds to Kobe Johnson here. Kobe Johnson gives it off to Ricardo Sams. Sams works in the lane. And the ball stolen by Roy Jones III. He's been all over the defensive end. Pushes it in transition. Pulls it out. Gets it over Rico Howman. Ducks inside. Is fouled on the floor. Kobe Johnson with the foul. It's going to be underneath now. Austin Haddon's going to check back in the game now for Clayton State. He goes in for Ricardo Sams. He's going to see the bench for the first time tonight. Check that he's going in for Kobe Johnson, so Ricardo Sams will continue playing the entire game as he has tonight. Roy Jones III is going to take the ball out. He's going to get to Rico Howman, who's defended on the wing. Goes up, Martez Jones secures it, takes it up top. Roy Jones III launches a three, hits the three. Lead is now down to 3 points. So Tuskegee knocking on the door. Clayton State, how are you going to handle it? Austin Haddon gets it up across the timeline. Noise in the building is picking up here. Wes Williams gives him the screen. Going to try to pop, can't find the shot. Ricardo Lynch, leading scorer in the game, has got the ball, takes the screen, ducks inside. And he is fouled. That looked to be a late whistle. They say he was fouled by Joseph Graham. They're going to let Wes Williams inbound here. 12:45 left in the game. Austin Haddon's got it. He's going to get a screen from Xavier Womack. He just slips underneath. Wes Williams throws it inside. Xavier Womack saves it. Wes Williams got it. And it is actually going to be in the hands of Rico Howman. He's going to go for the jam, and he throws it home. But it is going to be off the front of the rim. And it is stolen again. They're going to push it. They're going to throw it up. Xavier, they're going to... A lot going on there. Lost my train of thought. Rico Howman. A couple people stepping into the way. Can't see everything. It appeared that Rico Howman went up for the dunk. Front rimmed it. They got it back, and he went in for the much surer layup. Ricardo Sam's going to make a nice little spin move inside to respond for two. Weather the storm there. He's up to 6 points on the game. 5 shots. It's exactly the retaliation they needed to quell this Tuskegee crowd. Roy Jones III, guarded by Ricardo Sams. They're going to get a pick now from Martez Jones. Going to try to throw it in at Jones, but can't. Millington's got the ball. Jones going to set it. Gives him a good screen. Millington goes all the way in. Lays it off the glass. Gets a friendly bounce. And has 2 points. Leads back at 1. Going to get it up. Ricardo Lynch has it. He's going to call for a pin down there from Austin Hayden. Can't get it. Gets the screen there. And he was fouled by Roy Jones III. Haddon looks like he was going to throw it inside to Ricardo Lynch, who set the screen but then slipped it. But he was fouled by Roy Jones III before he could do anything with it. So Clayton State's going to think this over. They're only up by 1 after being up by 13, I believe, to start the half. So Clayton State and Tuskegee are back on the court now. It's going to be Clayton State basketball off the Roy Jones, the third foul. Clayton State rolling with the same five of Williams, Haddon, Womack, Sams, and Lynch. They're going to wipe up some water here off the court close to the Tuskegee side. Mason Green got something on his shoe, which was what alerted them to the spill. Wes Williams set to inbound. He's going to throw it outside Austin Haddon. Haddon's got it. Working on Millington. Deshaun Millington playing good defense. Gonna have to throw it there. Xavier Womack just tosses it back to Austin Haddon. Haddon makes it between the legs move. Throws it outside. Wes Williams can't leave him an inch of space. That time he could. He missed the shot. It's going to be a three-pointer from the corner. That is Steve Dooley with the three to give Tuskegee their first lead of the night. In similar fashion to last night, Tuskegee has come all the way back and has Clayton State on the ropes with 10:43 left. Austin Haddon works through the double team, splits it, gets blocked. Rico Helmut's going to throw it up court. Devin Booker's got the ball. He's going to go up, and he lays it in. 2 points there. Now a 4-point lead for Tuskegee, who is mounting a big run. They're going to throw Jalen Shaw back in now at the next dead ball. Ricardo Lynch got it now. Going to go to work on Steve Dooley. Gets to his mid-range, goes up. Through contact, lays it in for two. You're too small. Hit the weight room. 2 points right there. And it's all about weather in the storm. They just broke a 1-minute scoreless run there. Wes Williams switches up the screen. Scott Millington. Millington gets to his left. Green can't get it on the putback. Good defensive possession there by Clayton State. Womack pushes. Finds Williams, who takes the screen. Tries to find Womack, can't. Devin Booker saves the ball before it goes out of bounds. He tosses it up. Rico Hellman gets it. Blocked by Lynch off the glass. And it is going to be Clayton State basketball. So a good effort there from Booker to save it. Gets it, tosses it up. But Ricardo Lynch pins Hellman's shot off the glass. Great defensive possession there. Saves points for Clayton State. They've got the ball, and Jalen Shaw checks into the game for Wes Williams. Austin Haddon with the ball. Millington all over him. Throws it into Sam's high post. Sams gets to work. Jab step inside. Through the chest. Up. Over. And one. Ricardo Sam says, if you're not giving me any space on the outside, I'll just go get 3 points the hard way. That ties the game up. Free throw gives him a chance to take the lead. Ricardo Sams coming to line a little bit in the second half with 8 points. A chance for one more here at the stripe. Sams converts the three-point play. Now a 1-point lead for Clayton State. That's the second time he's gotten to his left hand and punished the defender going through their chest, creating some space. Devin Booker's got it, guarded by Sam. Takes the screen from Mason Green. Tries to shot fake, doesn't have anything there. Has to pick up a dribble. Mason Green's got it. Green's covered. Jalen Shaw's all over him. He's going to try to get something working in the post. Little fade away. Can't get it. Jalen Shaw with the big rebound right there. Gets it out. Austin Haddon. Great job there by Shaw on defense, holding Green in check. He's going to come over, set the screen for Haddon. Haddon's got the switch. Now they're going to get it back to Womack. Tosses inside to Shaw. Let the big fella get to work. Clear it out for him. Tucks it inside. Sent away by Green. A lot of contact there from Shaw and Green. And Green sent him away. Green is letting him know about it. They're going to send Martez Jones in the game for Green now after the block. They're going to inbound it here. Xavier Womack has the ball. Womack gets it, goes up, gets the foul call. Womack headed to the stripe. He's 3 for 4 on the night. Hits his first free throw. Jordan Walker set to check in the game. He's going in for Womack at the next dead ball, which could come after this free throw, barring a mate. He missed it, so Womack will stay in the game. Deshaun Millington has the ball, guarded by Austin Haddon. He's going to get a screen here for Rico Hellman. They're going to throw a little pin down to Devin Booker. Devin Booker takes the 3, misses it. Comes off it. It's going to stay here with Tuskegee. And now Jordan Walker's going to check in the game for Xavier Womack. Steve Dooley's got the ball, throws it in. Deshaun Millington with it. Gets the screen. Martez Jones sets it, opens up. Millington gets to the spot. Goes up and in. Real smooth jumper there from Millington. Ties the game at 58. Lynch has the ball now. Gonna get the screen from Walker. Works off it. Gets to a spot, step back. Sam's gonna go in through traffic, passes it off. Just a little bit wide of Walker. So it's going to go to Tuskegee. And there's going to be a timeout. So 7:39 left in the contest. All knotted up at 58 apiece. Tuskegee has performed a double-digit comeback, sliced the lead numerous times. And they are doing it despite not shooting particularly well on the night. So just a good old-fashioned grind fest here. Both teams working really hard, trying to set the tempo for their seasons. Just a few games in. It's the 5th game of the year for Clayton State. They are 1-3, looking to move to 2-3 with a win. Thank you for tuning in to PBCSportsNetwork.com. Again, I'm your play-by-play host, Evan Kroll. Thank you for being along with me on this Saturday night. Tuskegee has the ball now. Deshaun Millington's going to bring it across. Going to swing it over to Martez Jones. Jones has the basketball. Tosses it over to Rico Hellman. Rico gets it back, tosses it. Devin Booker comes off the screen, gets to the mid-range area. Can't get it, comes up short off the front iron. Secured by Jalen Shaw. Shaw's going to work it up. He throws it back to Austin Haddon. Rico Sams gets it, hands it back to Austin Haddon, who's going to go to the basket, goes up, and it's sent away. Martez Jones says, no, sir, come back again later. They're going to toss it up here. Rico Sams high points it. He's going to make a move in. Goes through the chest of a defender. They're going to call that one a charge. So, 3rd time's the charm. That's the 3rd time Ricardo Sams has gone through the chest of a defender. 1st time he's been called for the charge. We're going to send Wes Williams back in the game now in favor of Ricardo Sams. So 1st time he's seen the bench tonight. Deshaun Millington has got it now as we cross inside 7 minutes to play. Devin Booker's got it. He's going to throw it back up to Millington. Takes the screen from Jones. Millington's working at the top of the key. Throws it around to the corner. Devin Booker got an open three. Can't hit it. Wes Williams soars through the air for the rebound. Strong play by there from Williams. Tosses it up. Ricardo Lynch has it. Shaw's got inside position on Steve Dooley. They're going to want to get it to him. Jordan Walker looking inside. It's going to be a foul down low on Dooley. Couldn't hang with the big man, but smart play there by the veteran Dooley. So they're going to have it in line now. Or never mind, they're going to send Shaw to the line. We are in the bonus, so this should be a one-on-one chance.
Hey, long rebound, Dave.
Shaw gets the free throw. He's 5 for 7 there tonight. Clayton State has the lead. Gets them both. Sean Millington's got it. Pushes the tempo abruptly. Now slows it down. Millington swings it. Dooley's got it. Back in the hands of Millington. He's working on Ricardo Lynch. Swinging around. Dooley's got a three on Shaw. Hits it. Dooley. Dagger right back. Tuskegee takes the lead. Austin Haddon has the ball. Now throws it to Ricardo Lynch. Back to Haddon. Ball goes off Austin Haddon's knee. Out of bounds. Tuskegee has the basketball and a chance to go up and extend their lead. Lead's only been 1 point all night for Tuskegee. Clayton State's had it as much as 15. Steve Dooley with it back to Millington. Clayton State's working a double team now on that right side. They're going to work it swinging around the corner. Dooley's get the same exact shot and almost gets another three-pointer. Rims out at the last second. Clayton State gets a break there. The Lakers are working. Shaw fighting for position on Jones. Lynch is telling him to get out of the way so he can throw it into Shaw. Or maybe just take it all himself. He's sent away. That's Rico Hellman who tossed it back. Millington's going to slow the tempo. Millington wants a screen on that left side. Takes it. Steps back. Works to the right. Easy fadeaway jumper. Can't hit it. Jordan Walker's got it. Going to push it across. Ball ends up in the hands of Lynch. 5:06 left on the game clock. Tosses it over to Walker. Walker takes one dribble, hands it off to Hayden. Ball goes out of bounds. Devereaux Davis checks in favor of Rico Hellman. Mason Green also goes back in for Martez Jones. And they're going to have Ricardo Lynch throw the ball in. Jalen Shaw fighting for position on Green. Can't find it. Instead, it's going to go to Austin Haddon. They're going to set a pin down for Ricardo Lynch to come open. Looks like they're really trying to get Shaw on that block. Lynch works it, goes baseline, gets it to Shaw. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Great defense there from Tuskegee. Now 4:44 on the clock. Millington almost got a screen from Green, but he slipped it. Devin Booker thought about the three for a second. Dooley going to get another corner three. Fakes it. Throws it underneath to Green. Great pass inside from Dooley. Green can't corral it. It's going to be jump ball. Stays over here on Tuskegee's side. But a really great, excellent pass by Steve Dooley. And yes, I realize I just said great, excellent in a row. But don't worry about it. Really nice pass by him inside. Green just wasn't ready for it. Couldn't corral it. Dooley's in the corner again. Been so good there all night. Tosses it inside to Green. Green's got post position. Gonna fight. Try to get a little hook shot there. Can't get it. Finds his offensive rebound. Gonna go back up. He hits the deck. Devin Booker takes the fadeaway three. Can't get it. Gonna go out of bounds. Clayton State basketball. So Green gets his own offensive rebound. Devin Booker takes a long fadeaway three. Can't make it. 1 point game. Now in Clayton State in control. Next dead ball will bring us to a timeout. Wes Williams tries to set the screen, can't. Pinned down for Ricardo Lynch. Ricardo Sams is going to come back in at the next dead ball as well. Shaw fighting for position. He's going to look for Wes Williams, can't find him, picks up his dribble, tosses it out to Williams. Williams drives inside, tries to toss up a pass or a shot. Seems like he didn't really know what he wanted to do there. And as a result, it's going to be back in Tuskegee's court. So we get a timeout, 3:43 left in the contest. That will be our final media timeout. Thank you all for tuning into the PCB Sports, or PBC Sports Network. That's pbcsportsnetwork.com. I'd encourage you to stop back by again. Come out and support the Clayton State women's basketball team on Tuesday to take on Carson Newman at 5:30. Right now we got a good contest on our hands, 1-point game, and Vince Alexander's about to find out who he wants in his rotation down the stretch late in games. Because while critical moments may seem small, as you stack up game by game, as we progress, the consistent crunch time performers are the ones that are going to find a consistent role. Leading scorer in the contest is Ricardo Lynch with 19. He's 7 for 10 from the floor, 4 for 5 from beyond the arc, 5 boards to add with it, 2 blocks in 30 minutes. Ricardo Sams played the most for Clayton State at 33 minutes, 9 points, 5 boards to show for his efforts. Tuskegee's got possession of the basketball here with 3:43 left. There's been another spillage, this time over to the Clayton State side, so we're going to get someone to clean that up quickly. Head coach Vince Alexander helping out a little bit. Big spillage. A lot of water on the court, so resulting in a little bit of a delay. Still working on getting this up. They're going to call in for towels now, so the delay will go even longer. Tossing some towels now. Long delay here. Maybe this delay will slow the Tuskegee momentum. As they've been building it all half. Clayton State's going to take the huddle in a players meeting on the court just to discuss strategy. We are good to go here. Millington with the ball here, guarded by Haddon, swings it over to Dooley. Julie works baseline, goes up for the layup, can't get it. Shaw gets the rebound. Good defensive position there from Clayton State. Ricardo Lynch has it, hands it off to Sams. They're going to try to get a back screen to Haddon. Can't get it. Shaw sets the screen, swings it over to Haddon. Shaw's got post position. Haddon's going to dump it inside. Almost goes out of bounds. Doesn't. Sent away. That's Devereaux Davis. Checks back in the game. Quickly gets a block. Haddon's looking for someone. He's going to throw it up here. Ricardo Lynch has it. Going to get the screen from Shaw. Shaw goes around. Tosses it to Wes Williams. Wes Williams launches and hits it. Wes Williams looks at the student section and connects. Puts the Lakers up 2 with less than 3 to play. Clutch shot from Wes Williams. 12 in the game. 4 threes on the night. 4 for 6 from downtown. Mason Green sets a screen and puts someone on the deck. Jalen Shaw is going to go in. Shaw gets it. What a defensive sequence from Jalen Shaw. Haddon pushes the tempo. Swings it inside. Sams dunks it home. Gives the Lakers a 2-possession lead. Ricardo Sams soars through the air. It says, I hope you like. Crowd into the game now. 2:11 left. They're looking for Steve. Julie comes off the pick, guarded by Lynch. Mason Green's going to come set the screen. Julie's going to work off it, gets to the cup, can't finish. Ricardo Lynch gets the rebound, goes up the court. 1:56 left. Ricardo Lynch swings it to the corner, back to Wes Williams. Ricardo Lynch going to throw it inside. Shaw works in the post, gets it up. He is fouled there. That is going to be Devereaux Davis, who ran in there at the last second and fouled the big man Shaw. Shaw's working with the 12-5 and 2 tonight. An efficient 12-5 and 2, and has been all over the court defensively, putting in some serious work. Getting 2 shots now, up 4. Cannot connect on the free throw. This will be his 10th foul shot of the night. And he makes it, so 7 for 10 on the night, 13 points for Jalen Shaw. Clayton State's going to call a timeout, up 5 with 1:48 left to go in this second half. And what a great job yesterday, no matter how this contest finishes, just thinking about how Clark Atlanta was able to formulate a way to get back into this game. And it was in very similar circumstances. They took a little bit of a lead and continued to scrap down to the end. Clayton State today got in the same situation. Tuskegee was working very hard, got back into it, got back from a 15-point deficit, took the lead, and Clayton State stayed resilient, figured out ways to get around it. Now up 5 in a position to close this game out with 1:48 left. Looking for the second win on this young campaign. Tuskegee's going to trot back out onto the court with possession of the ball. Roy Jones III in a guard now. Almost a brand new 5 now for Tuskegee. Austin Haddon's guarding him. They get a pin down for Devin Booker, who can't connect. Ricardo Lynch soars to the sky to get it. And now Clayton State in firm control. Austin Haddon's got it. They need a quality offensive possession here. 20 seconds on the timer. Ricardo Lynch has got it. Mike Evans is in his face. Tosses it to Ricardo Sams. Ricardo takes a back pedal. Got Devin Booker on him. Hands it off to Haddon. Haddon is fouled. Roy Jones III with the foul. And they're going to be shooting. So Austin Haddon is going to go to the stripe. Currently has 4 points. Has first trip to the line. Hits the first free throw. extends the lead to 7 or 6 now with 1:12 left. And now the lead is at 7. 68-61 here. Lakers in control. Roy Jones III is going to work it up court. Martez Jones sets the pick. Step back from Roy Jones III. Jalen Shaw closed out. Couldn't let him get a shot. Devin Booker working. Gets inside. Tosses up a wild shot. Gets the foul call. Doesn't quite roll in for the and one opportunity, but now he's going to the free throw line for 2 shots. Booker had 24 points yesterday against Georgia College. Today just 6 points, 3 for 14 from the field. A 0 for 7 performance from 3. But he's good from the line in his first trip there. That's it. 1.5 to come. Chased off his spot, tosses it to Rico Hellman, who's sent away by Jalen Shaw. Ball's on the deck. Austin Haddon has it, somehow gets it up. Wes Williams going to toss it ahead. Ricardo Lynch goes up, and he's fouled. Hard foul there by Mike Evans. Ricardo Lynch is headed to the stripe. And they are going to call that a flagrant foul. So the flagrant foul will give Clayton State 2 free throws and possession of the ball. Ricardo Lynch with a game-high 19. He's 1 for 1 from the line. Hits it. So he gets a perfect trip from the line at 21 points, and now Clayton State has possession. The officiating crew is going to talk something over. Now Clayton State's going to inbound it. 34 seconds left, 7-point lead. Austin Haddon is going to look to throw it up top. Can't. Now he throws it up top to Ricardo Sands. Comes down with it. Gets it to Ricardo. Lynch is going to be fouled by Devin Booker. So Ricardo Lynch is going to go back to the line. Ricardo Lynch is good from the line. And that one goes in. So Ricardo Lynch goes 4 for 4 from the line in about 5 seconds. Xavier Womack checks into the game for Wes Williams. Ricardo Lynch now at 23 points, 5 for 5 from the stripe. Efficient shooting tonight from him. 28 seconds left on the clock, 26 on the game shot clock. Devin Booker fires a long 3. Ricardo Lynch brings it down. He's fouled. He's going to go back to the stripe for some more free throws. And Clayton State's going to have their second win of the season. 9-point game with 21 seconds left. So a very impressive game today, highlighted by Ricardo Lynch's 23 points, 7 for 10 from the field, 4 for 5 from downtown, 8 boards, an assist, and 2 free throws pending. Hits it, now 6 for 6 from the line. Wes Williams checks in. for Jalen Shaw. Shaw exits the contest with a 13 and 5, 7 for 10 from the stripe. Very good day from there for the big man. Double-digit lead for Clayton State. Ricardo Lynch is good again. Now has 25 on the game, 7 for 7 from the line. Devin Booker's going to advance it again. Tosses it over. Steve Dooley working on him. Step back three. Good. Dooley nails a three in front of his student section. 8-point game now with 13 seconds left. Shot clock is going to be turned off. So it appears they will be fouling out of this timeout. Thank you again for tuning into the PBC Sports Network at pbcsports.com. I'm Evan Cole. Thank you for spending your Saturday afternoon with me. Always an honor. 8-point game here in Clayton County. 74-66 Lakers. Wes Williams has it. He's going to throw it in. Throw it all the way down court to Ricardo Sams. One dribble. Dunked. Ricardo Sams with his second dunk of the night. Lets Martez Jones know that he dunked on his head. 10-point game. Steve Dooley's going to take a three to end the game. Cans it. It's going to be a timeout for Tuskegee. 3.2 seconds left in the game. Clayton State's letting them know that Ricardo Sams dunked all over them. Just a really fun atmosphere here in the Laker Fieldhouse. Ricardo Sams at 13 points, 2 big dunks tonight, coming off 31 points in the career high last night. So just be a quick inbound here probably, maybe a foul. 7-point game with 3 seconds left. Clayton State's got this one in the bag. Wes Williams going to inbound. He's going to throw it. It's going to be Xavier Womack gets it. There's going to be a foul with 1.7 left. Xavier Womack with 2 free throws to end. Hits his first.
Stay down there, coach. Stay down there.
Hits the second. So just 1.7, they're going to inbound it. Game is over. Thank you all for tuning in to the PBC Sports Network. I'm Evan Kroll saying I'll see you next time.